Hello viewers, Experience Speaks. Viewers, hope you would have seen the first four parts of my review of Kushak. Although it is fairly comprehensive, but it would definitely help you decide from the owner's point of view how Kushak is performing. In the first four parts, I have covered the context, the paint, standard accessories, the controls, steering, NVH, transmission, engine, braking, fuel efficiency, the cabin space, its legroom, headroom, sitting stance, the overall experience from the owner's point of view. In this part 5, which is the last part of my review, I am covering the body proportions, how useful they are as far as the road presence of Kushak is concerned, the boot space, its practicality, suspension, drivability, stability, and my roadside experience as far as, or roadside assistance experience as far as Kushak is concerned. Coming down to another observation, the dimensional proportion of Kushak. By dimensional proportion, I would say the length, width, height, and ground clearance. It is so well designed that I am able to park it very tight spaces also. The height of Kushak is, I would say, least as far as rivals are concerned, but at the same time, there is enough headroom for the passengers. This is the beauty of the design. The width of Kushak is least, but at the same time, for the passengers, there is no problem. There is enough elbow room. And parking in narrow parking slots is not an issue. In Madhya Pradesh, if there are people from Madhya Pradesh viewing my video, they would agree with me that in MP you find very high speed breakers or the rumble strips. I was able to comfortably move on those rumble strips without the fear of underbody touching. The ground clearance is enough, which can easily be made out once you're driving on high speeds. The car does not fly. You would have seen many badly designed cars, I would not name those brands. When they drive on high speeds, they try to lift up. Skoda Kushak, like any other premium car, my observation, it goes down. It actually presses down once you go on high speeds. That shows the design beauty. The air forces act such that it is not getting lifted up, it goes down. Even though the ground clearance is almost about 190 mm, there is no body roll whatsoever. You don't swing like what you do in many other cars where the passengers keep swaying from left to right. In Kushak, I don't think so you will find any passenger getting a feeling that they are sitting on a child's swing. The suspension is so tuned. Many find it stiff, but I think it actually helps the wheels not leave the road. Drivability and driving dynamics is par excellent. You need to drive yourself, then only you would believe me. In one of my road trip sections, I drove from Indore to Gwalior, which is a distance of almost about 500 kilometers. It took me about 8 hours. I drove continuously with a very short bio break of 5 minutes somewhere in the middle. Even after reaching Gwalior, I was absolutely fresh and did not have any kind of fatigue. I have done a lot of road trips, mind you. Just to name a few, on my Chevy Cruise, I did this Delhi, Allahabad, Banaras, and Banaras, Delhi section, and I know I got tired. On my Toyota Innova, I did this run of Kutch. From Delhi, I drove to a place in Gujarat called Palanpur, which is almost about 850 kilometers. After reaching Palanpur, I know what was my condition. I would agree that it was manual transmission, so the legs would definitely get worked up as far as your left leg is concerned. But even the sitting posture, the steering is not as light, although it's a power steering in Toyota Innova, but it is not as light, as effortless as Kushaq. Coming down to boot space in Kushaq appears to be the least as far as its rivals are concerned. But during my road trip, in my boot, I had almost 3 suitcases and duffel bag with ease. The boot space is so designed that you can actually stack your luggage without it jutting down above the waffle tray. That is the beauty of design, because it is slightly depressed down. The boot space of Kushaq, if you see, it is almost about 2-3 inches, down from the level of the boot door. In the last, I would like to even review the road assistance of Skoda, which I had to use because my battery got drained as I had left my dash cam switched on. One fine morning, my Kushaq would not open up. I realized that the battery is dead. I just called up the sales advisor, who's become my friend. I asked him as to what should I do. He said, just use the roadside assistance through your My Skoda app. From My Skoda app, I called up the Skoda call center. The IVR said that they are very busy and they can take my call through a digital link if I want. That option was given to me. So I took that option. Within few seconds on my text message, on the SMS, I got a link. On that link, I had to just write as to what my problem is. I said my battery is dead. I just clicked that. They asked my VIN number. So you should be ready with your VIN number before taking Skoda roadside assistance. Just keep that in mind. And I submitted it. Within few seconds, I got a screen that I'm being assigned an agent. Then the name of that agent came up as an update with his mobile number. And in about half an hour's time, I received a call from the agent. And he reconfirmed rather my location details. And in I would say about hour and a half, the support was there. Viewers, some of the critics may feel that my review is biased. I would like to tell them that this review of mine is from my mind. It is not from my heart. I have been as truthful as possible. Hope you found my review useful. I suggest if you have any more queries, you can liberally use the comment box and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. I hereby conclude the part 5 which is the final part of my comprehensive review, ownership review of Kushaq of 2.5 months, and driving it for around 3,500 kilometers on various Indian highways, state highways, and the metropolitan city traffic of Delhi. This is an attempt to truthfully guide all prospective buyers in this segment to at least give a try and test drive Skoda Kushaq, and trust me, you will not repent. I would really appreciate that whosoever watches my video and gets convinced and does a test drive, he should, as a gesture, as a goodwill gesture, at least comment as to how did they find the test drive. Thank you, goodbye, happy motoring.